Welcome back to some professional Starcraft to the ESL Pro Tour North American Open Cup Finals, number 79 here, I believe. These two North American heroes here duking it out yet again. Let me introduce the hardest working Terran and hardest working player, in my opinion, in the business. Grinding out, probably playing in more of these tournaments and finishing at a higher result than any other player in the world. He is the blue-collar Terran. Someone you can root for. Someone you can believe in. Someone you can look at and be like, you know what, actually I could do that. And that's the beauty of this man in the top left. The South Korean Terran from Dragon Phoenix Gaming. It's Cure. Once again, making another of these finals. Looking for the triple crown of winning 3 in a week. Every region. Just waking up is the hard part. Speaking of someone who isn't always confident when he's going to wake up. The Soju boy. The big boy. The man with a plan, but so convincing you'll think he started without one. Of course. Parting. Just confidence. We've seen through the years players who really leave their mark, that have their own style, that is essentially unreplicable. None has ever been quite as profound as Parting. With his Protoss versus Zerg in Wings of Liberty and Heart of the Swarm. The Soul Train build, where essentially like his Immortal Sentry all-in before Ravagers could break Force Field or anything like that. Other players tried it to success, but he was essentially unbeatable. And Zerg players tried so many things. Rarely do you get a player who, like, this is their build and only they can do it. Another one is Parting's BLINKS Stalkers. Protoss, just in the way their units work, has a lot of these styles. Beyond's Reapers are another one. Like, everybody else tried Reapers, but Beyond is the only one who got them nerfed. Twice. Like, outright. Essentially, without saying it, Blizzard's like, we don't want to nerf just for Beyond, but otherwise, we're never going to see another build in this matchup again. Well, speaking of other builds and other matchups, Cure, on the other hand, well known for builds that aren't as flashy, aren't as micro-intensive, but get the job done. Cure, the way he gets to the finals of these pro tours, and the way he does in even higher level tournaments, he just plays smart and he plays pretty safe. Not passive, but he plays in a way that it has high percentage chance to be effective. And so far this game, this is a bit of a gamble. I will say, a Hellion drop to start. In game 1, it looked like Parting might go for something a little spicier, but no, he's sitting back playing defensive. The starport out on the map, because otherwise you have to kind of wait for the medevac. The starport actually takes too long to finish if you build it in your main. It's going to hit before Parting has a spotter pilot, literally seconds before. And this is about as perfect as it's going to get for Cure. Game 1, Parting like, oh no. The shield battery doesn't help much if the probes just evaporate. Could maybe get some more, but 9 probes. Not a 12 probes. Oh, wow. That's a lot of damage. And if you only get 12 probes, you're happy. 12 probes, okay, good. Yes. On top of a full scout of the base and a lot of mining time lost. Well, there you go. Cure off to a rousing start. I gotta say, like, smash that like button if you like Cure. It took 5 minutes to get to saying that. Oh my god, we gotta do better. Parting misblinked one of his stalkers, but most of them made it out. I think he's my favorite player right now. Other players, like, you're kind of, do the thing, Parting with the BLINKS Stalkers. kind of like what I was saying with how players have their build and their style, and you're like, I'm tuning into Parting because of his micro. Well, you turn into Cure because you know you're going to get good games for the fans. Okay? You're not anything, maybe some Widow Mines, maybe some spicy Hellion drops, but Cure is just the solid. Maybe I'm old now. Maybe that's it. Cure not a young man himself. He's been in GSL for the better part of a decade, though, with varying... Wow. I guarantee you. I don't know. Maybe Zest would do that. Maybe Zest. But Parting just suicides the Adept for friendly fire, and then blinks over the top of the bunker to kill the tank. Like, he just goes. Sure, Cure did some damage, but Parting just willing to throw his units to their death. And suddenly Cure left with... Yeah, he has to cancel Combat Shield or cancel Stim and switch it to the other tech lab. And Parting do the thing with the Blink Stalkers. But wait, Cure! He's struggling to defend, but the Liberator in the main denying mining and killing 6 probes. He will deny Parting. Too much damage so far. And that Liberator has just undercut all of this effort out of Parting. Cure right now up 8 workers against a Protoss who's going Blink Stalkers. Blink Stalkers don't have a lot of long-term value. Not against someone who's going Medivacs, Marauders, and tanks. Like, Blink Stalkers gotta get in, get the damage done, and get out. And right now Cure's doing the same thing, but with a lot less effort. 3 more probes go down. Classic Cure. There should be enough Marauders now to put some significant hesitation. Will Parting go? Oh, he scans and kills an Observer as it wanders in. Couple Widow Mines heading out. Parting really looking for an opportunity. There's 1 tank on the high ground. That's about it right now. Cure doesn't actually have that many units. Stim isn't done yet. The Stalkers can win this fight awkwardly. Does he go for the tank? He's going for the tank. It gets a shot off. Doesn't get a second. Gets the Medivac. It's a mess. It's a bit of a mess. Then another tank has to come down. But here comes Cure with the mild, measured, but potentially devastating counter. The Widow Mine drop. It scrapes by a pylon. I think Parting probably looking the other way right now. Oh, there's Zealots looking for the main, but the Widow Mine drop just burrows. Oh my god, 8 probes, 11 probes. Parting gets into the main with a couple Zealots. Will pale in comparison to Cure's mine drop. The Widow Mine's just devastating his economy yet again, while Cure keeps getting whittled down and outmaneuvered at the front. He just keeps shivving Parting in the back. Started with the Hellions, followed up with the Liberator. Like, oh my god, Parting getting really greedy with these mines here. Oh my god. He does lose another. And Cure maintains an 11 worker lead. There is a Dark Shrine on the way. I believe, well, Cure saw it with his eyes. His missile turrets will hopefully see the DTs. He added one, so it seems like he was paying attention to it. No concussive shells at the moment. It's kind of awkward, but there's a critical mass now of bile. It seems to be a bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy for Parting. He's like, I will win this game with Blink Stalkers or die trying. And he has a tendency to kind of get himself into scenarios where that has to be true. Some charge lots looking to come in now. Parting, he's looking to win this game. He doesn't have the economy to continue in kind of an awkward... Well, this... Speaking of awkward... Cure. He's like, oh, well, oh my god. Oh, wait a second. This is happening. So what are you boys up to? Looks like another medevac got picked off. Another flavor of Blink is coming up. Dark Templar Blink. As Parting continues to up the risk-reward ratio of his units. The medevac. There's no third. Oh, He scans for the other one. Doesn't quite see the Dark Shrine researching. So Cure kind of like, you know what? I guess I just need to not die. And I think he's right. Like, the minefield, the Marauders, he's really boiled it down here. Marines are weak and malleable. So we put them in a medevac and sent them off the reservation. Besides the ones that we forgot in the bunker. Whereas Marauders and Mines, on the other hand, of the M&Ms, probably the most survivable, I guess. The fact that Parting doesn't have vision on the edge of his main is going to be a problem. Once again, a small counterattack. Going to come in and force a recall already. A medevac, not quite taking the ideal direction, but he does get out. And the recall's a huge deal right now. Again, Parting loses some probes, and again, Parting down economically. Cure. Oh my god. Get out of the way! Get out of the way! Oh my god, spots disruptors coming out. Does he know about the blink DTs, and does it matter? Another mine drop. Oh no. Oh, 8 more probes. Parting is bleeding out right now. It's like if you were asked to fight Mike Tyson, would you try to box him, or would you like shoot him multiple times with like a blowgun and poison darts? Like, let's throw honor out the window into the medevac and actually try to survive this. Now this is something. This is definitely a commitment. Oh my god, 6 more probes. This is about as hard as you could possibly throw a game, by the way. Oh my god. I mean, he's gonna get the stalkers, but Cure, he flew over. I mean, can you really expect the DTs to spot it? Well, so he should have detection. Those are blink DTs, but he blinked in. He's gonna try to blink out. It's still messy because he did just lose 3 full medevacs. The thing is, Parting is still on 34 probes. He is working so hard to get everything he can. Get us out. Get us out. Let us go. Oh my god. Mineral is too strong. Parting has the most brittle unit composition you can build. He's got Blink Stalker, Disruptor, Blink DT. He's got almost no economy behind it. Now, Cure's struggling. Cure's obviously struggling to close this out. Another Widow Mine goes down. The DT's gonna find some more damage. He just blinks away. 1 or 2 disruptor hits could definitely perpetuate the game. There's just not enough units. There's not enough meat and potatoes. All he's got, like right now, he doesn't like meat and potatoes. Parting's more of like a air-based vodka type of guy. He just breathes the vodka. But does he breathe 7 medevacs in his main? I don't know what that means, but Parting's gonna have a... Like, is a recall really the call right now? This is one way to split your units. Like, the disruptor's gonna... I think there's a disruptor in there. There we go. 2 shots. He gets most of the mines. Another disruptor sniped off. There's just not enough units here. The Widow Mines in the main. More disruptors. Well, remember these guys? Here comes another drop. He just curves it. Oh my god. Well, it's a mess. It is a mess. But it is a mess that it looks like... Well, where are all these disruptors coming from? I don't understand how he has so many disruptors. Like, he keeps... How many disruptors? He's lost 6! And he somehow Parting isn't dead. He's... I mean... You know, he's spending like 60% of his money on disruptors. He's built 8 disruptors so far. Cure has to have enough. Like, there's still Widow Mines. Cure just kind of threw everybody into the fray there. And it went well enough. Like, there's still Widow Mines. That Parting is bleeding from 1,000 open wounds right now. Or at least a few dozen. It worked pretty well the last time. We'll give it another shot. And Parting just doesn't have the unit count to deal with this. There's still some... No, there are no DTs. The Widow Mines are just all over the... There's 15 Widow Mines on the map right now. Like, they're just... half of them, who knows? Both players lost track. God. So, Pure makes 27... What a mess. And that, I think, sets the tone for this series. Pure with some small but effective attacks to counter Parting's overwhelming and possibly tunnel vision aggression. And if any of those attacks had done like 20% less damage, then Cure may have been in a dicey position. But they didn't do 20% less damage, did they? They killed way too many probes. Way too many. 12 with the Hellions, another half a dozen with a Liberator, plus not mining, another dozen with Widow Mine and Marine drops. It's too much. It's too much. So Cure putting the work in, and Parting getting worked in game one. Who do, like, okay, I'm used to the players switching colors, which if it's not a mirror matchup, whatever, but like, Cure made a bold choice here. He switches to teal, which once again, they might just be using player colors. Like, so like they have their own customized, but like, he had to switch that in the lobby screen. So like, why? This was an active choice, because otherwise it defaults to whatever you were the last time you joined the lobby. I'm trying to... I'm never gonna find... I want to interview Cure one day. I'm gonna interview Cure, and then I'll learn he speaks perfect English and watches all my casts. And I think I'll just have to walk out of the interview. Or disconnect the call or whatever. Because at that point, like, there's no coming back from that. And if so, Cure, I'd like to apologize and also say you're my favorite. Also, watch out, there's a pylon outside your base. I may have said some things in the past that were not particularly flattering, but it was from a good place. Well, Parting has decided to not play a defensive game this time, which makes sense. Wow, the Marine Scout. All right, here we go. So this is happening. Now, usually the response, and the most effective response, is upgraded Cyclones. Because it's very likely to be Void Rays, and then maybe Tempest, because Parting's a wild man. So why is this SCV here? Proxy Starport Liberator? Is he going... He's gonna take a hidden bait. I don't know. This is, everyone has their own flavor of defending it. Does he have 2 gas? Cure has 2 gas now, so... He could... Yeah, he will build a starport. So we're either going to get a tutorial on how to defend it, or a tutorial on how to be a cheesy Protoss. So either way, everybody wins. Besides the other side. Oh, nice Cyclone Micro. Actually gets some hull damage, which does matter in the long run. The Protoss are too proud to repair their stuff, or just maybe too dumb. I don't know. Adept in the main... I'm not sure if he let that go through intentionally, but he will scout there's at least not a starport here. I'm not sure if that's going to register, though. That is a... Is that a gateway? Yeah. An armory. An armory? Mines? Is he gonna... Is it for mine? Is he gonna build a Thor? An armory? He's gonna get the mines. I guess you don't have detection with this. Of course, Kira's gonna fall back to Widow Mines. I should have known. Like, I don't think it's necessarily a bad call. Is that a... There's a fleet beacon on the way. Because of course there is. Oh, that double lock might be enough to out DPS a battery, but he doesn't... Oh, he loses a cyclone! The Widow Mine, repair the mine. You repair that mine. You repair that mine right now. No, not the depot. The armory is done, so I think he may try to sack a unit and then... Well, Kira's going Cloak Banshee, which could just win. If he holds long enough, and Parting just has no economy, and no detection, eventually the Widow Mines win the game. Like, they just straight up win the game. So, Kira's going for 2 different flavors of Cloak here. Which is a big commit, and he's holding off showing. And then, oh, Parting's like, uh-oh. Oh, he's Parting 100% expected to be able to kill that mine. He's like, okay, a stalker, fine. Oh no. Oh, that's not a good feeling. That's, you know what's even less of a good feeling is when 2 Banshees show up in your base and you have no detection. Oh, but he gets the Cyclone awkwardly here. Oh, Kira really just giving him the 1-2 punch. An Oracle is being built, so this makes things complicated. Because the Oracle, and now here's a Tempest. Just from on the front lawn. He doesn't have tectonic destabilizers, objectively the coolest name for anything. The anti-building... Okay, Cure. But in a moment, he's waiting, because if there was a shield battery, 1 Banshee doesn't do anything. That's why. That's why he's waiting. This is awkward, though. He's upgrading Magfield Accelerator. I think he's faking it. Well, I mean, he doesn't have any Cyclones, so it was mostly for show. But now there are 2 Banshees in the main. So this is happening. There is technically detection. So this is getting even more sideways. Because Cure is going to be down to, like, just Marines. But Parting is down to not mining. And he doesn't... Parting is 10 minerals off a Nexus. 10! Not... It's 2... He just decides he's going to build... Okay, so now what are we? He's targeting the fleet beacon. Which... I don't know if that's the priority call, but... It could come down to who kills each other's buildings first here. In fact, it very well might, because Kira doesn't have enough to stop Parting, but Parting doesn't have enough detection to reliably stop Cure. So, here we are. Wait a second. Okay. Kira doesn't really have any money. There are still Marines. The Banshees are trying to help. He's gonna try to bait out detection. There's still an armory. If and when that armory goes down, could we not lose every mine? Those mines are kind of important. He's trying to bait out the revelations, because he can eventually kill the Banshees. The question will be, does he kill them? So he just... I mean, you don't want to lose the command center. The command center is kind of an important part. But Parting no longer has mining. Parting does not have any more bases. Here lays down some mules, but he doesn't have enough minerals to repair his command center. Oh my... Parting has not rebuilt his base and is being revealed, which will fill Cure with determination. There's so many shield batteries, I think Parting might just win by default. Because all the Widow Mines have been picked off. A Banshee still going to work. He could re-shield that pylon. I don't know what your plan is. The Void Ray moves faster. Feels like Cure didn't really have an answer to this so much as, like, just shrugging and walking away. which almost worked, but it didn't. Like, he can't actually kill the buildings. Or, right? Oh, wait, but if he kills it, like, if he kills the Tempest... No, don't get detected by both. Okay, there goes one. If the Oracle dies, and there's still a Widow Mine, Cure still has a command center, but he has no money. Like, he can reshield. Okay, so Harding technically wins because Cure didn't really have anything that could kill the buildings because the batteries can just circle jerk themselves until the pylons go down. Well, that was a game. Okay. Well, that ties the series up. Cure... It felt like Cure was trying to, like he's the matador with the bull, right? He's got... Oh, okay. All right, come on in. You need... Now, Widow Mines. But he actually had two of the red flags that the matadors have. So the bull just kind of hit him. Because he went Cloaked Widow Mines, which Harding would not have made an Oracle. He would not have made an Oracle if he didn't go Cloaked Widow Mines. Alright? If he had just not made those, there's a very real chance the Banshees could have won the game. But, like, Cure kind of outplayed himself by going for the Widow Mines and then going Banshees. So, I don't know. Here we are. Anyways, Jimmy, game 3. So far, about exactly what we'd expect from these two players. Cure's kind of grinding out a victory in game 1 as Parting tried to play macro, and then Parting giving up on that macro in game 2. And now here we are, 1-1. Yeah, I feel like focusing on Cyclones to try to keep them at bay while you gut the economy is the way to go. Like, I'm not here to coach. But, like, it feels like baiting your opponent into detection right before you go Cloak Banshee was a bit of a sideways play. And then he lost way too many Widow Mines. Okay, let's make no mistake. You can't just lose, like, 6 Widow Mines before burrowing them when you have an armory. That was bad. Usually Cure will lose a few more units than your average Terran. But, that was way too many Widow Mines lost before actually burrowing. That was kind of just lazy. What a mess. Parting, okay, 1 gate expand. Alright, no pylons on the other side of the map this time around. Is that a reactor first? This is the new flavor of the month. This is what Terrans are trying now. I don't think it'll be a Reaper behind it, but just reactor first. All right, SCV Scout, reactor first. Because I don't know why, but like all Protoss are walling off against Reapers again. There were a few months in there. Parting was one of the people who demonstrated like just build a shield battery, like just build by your Nexus, build a shield battery, Reapers, whatever. But the little meta game kind of okay. That pylon, this pylon that Cure did scout diligently. That pylon is there, 1, to hide tech, and 2, to hide the fact it exists. He wanted Cure, I'm quite convinced, to think, oh no, he doesn't have a second pylon in his base. But he does. But now that Cure spotted it, it's a little awkward. Alright. Do not look behind the natural for the pylon. There is no pylon behind the natural. Avert your gaze. Yet. Cure scours for it. Oh, a 3 Rex play. Okay, so Cure gonna go with the hammer build. Just gonna try to smash, or at least dictate the pace of the game with the early 3 Rex. Now the question will be, does he just go stim, Or is this a full-on, like, combat shield, stim, some marauders? Like, is this a knockout timing? Or is this a 1, shut down early aggression, and 2, deny your third? And not surprising to see a Dark Shrine out of parting. Hallucinating an Oracle. I love that. Why not? Why not hallucinate the Oracle? It's barely any slower than the Phoenix. And occasionally, it'll work. Oh my god, Kira's convinced. Kira didn't notice how much damage he was doing. Okay, he notices now. But the hallucinated Oracle gets all the information he needed. He sees... In fact, DT's... Yeah, parting's already... You saw the first Marines, he's building shield batters. I think it... Probably hardwalled. You shall not pass! You can easily cancel. It's a Cyber Core, which, for the reason you use an NG beta block, just more HP, builds faster. The Sentry! Yes. Okay, well, all the Marines die, so this didn't go great. Yeah. Unfortunately, this loses a lot of its strength when it's scouted at any point before it shows up at the base. That means that Cure's already transitioning. There's a non-zero chance he just loses outright to DTs. It really depends on if he immediately makes missile turrets. At this point, it's obvious it's not a Stargate. Oh no. Oh no. He just dropped mules. Oh, okay. Game over. Alright. I mean, he gets a... Oh my god. He's not even gonna kill... Oh my god. Oh, he got the prism. Which means I think Cure won't leave the game. Wow, that's awkward. If he hadn't gotten the prism, I think this is just leave the game territory. Wow. Hearing... No, just... Cure, come on, man. No. Get out. What are you doing? Oh, no, that's a career-ending scan for anyone but Cure. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, he's chopping through the people to get to the... Oh, the replay bug is out in force where units just disappear, but... Oh, my. Ooh. So it's like Mike Tyson's punching away. That's not really that... Okay. I'm not locked in here with you. But you... Oh! Oh, the cinematic timing! Oh. Parting! Oh my god. Come on, Cure! Come on! Oh... How do you not just leave that? How do you not... Well, Cure... This is how you know Cure's been beat up before. How do you not just leave the game? Like, you know me. I don't call the premature GGs. But how do you not just leave? Come on. Oh. Of all... Like... Well, because, he had... He had something. I guess 3 Marines and a medevac? Okay. Honestly, the first DTs I thought were GG. But if Cure comes back and wins this game, I'm gonna find a way to hand the man a crisp $5 bill. Okay? Alright, yeah, I'll be like, I didn't believe. Here you go. Here's something. Crisp. I mean, parting doesn't have that... no, it's bad. It's real bad. Parting may over... No. I keep trying. It's real bad. There's a lot of steps there's a lot of hoops that party would have to jump through in order. Like, the supplies do not tell the story. It's getting closer to telling the story now. Yeah. But I guess credit to Cure. This is why he's the blue-collar Terran. He got beat down. He dropped mules. The DTs come in, but he's like, well, we gotta play it out. He shows up at all hours of the day for every tournament. This is the North American Open Cup, remember. Parting might be a vampire, but Cure is just working 24 hours on Mondays. And he's not gonna let a few DTs ruin his day. It might ruin his mouse hand when he scans. That was rough, but... Now, this is Cure's opportunity. Here it is. If Parting tries to kill him and fails... Like, Parting doesn't have a huge economy or incredible upgrades behind. A particularly terrible attack may do it. Like, the supplies are not nearly as bad as you'd think right now. That isn't the observer. Oh my god, the bait. Surprise! Oh god, there are 2 observers. He scanned for the other one. Oh, it's so bad. It's not good. Oh my. He's trying to save the Marauders. He does. We don't expect the other observer to be that close, to be fair. This feels like Parting toying with him right now, to be honest. But Cure has the army. He's got tanks. Like, the closer he gets to 200 supply. How many? There's only 8 gates for Parting. I say only, but... Alright. The tanks will siege. It's not a great angle for Parting at all here. It really isn't. The tanks are dying, though. The yeah. But there were really not very many bad angles. That's... Well, that game went on a few minutes longer than I thought it would. But Parting puts himself on match point. Ooh. My bones. Yeah, and I'll keep my $5. This time. But if there's anyone who can bounce back. But we'll see how bouncy he is after a quick advertising break. And if you guys pause ad block, be right back. Hey everybody, I'm Winter, and I'm here to talk to you about Prime Gaming. Did you know if you have Amazon Prime, then you can connect it with Twitch and get Prime Gaming? Yes, when Amazon swallowed Twitch whole just a few years ago, they shit out Twitch Prime. And Twitch Prime is the most exciting way, well, now called Prime Gaming, because eventually we won't even have that branding at all. But with Prime Gaming, you can get terrible loot for mobile games you don't care about. And also, you can subscribe to your favorite streamer for free every single month. Absolutely free. And if you don't subscribe to my channel right here, right now, you're losing money for me. So subscribe with Prime Gaming today, or you're missing out. Remember, at Amazon Prime, we know where you live. And also, every day, check out approximately 1/7 of an Angry Coach marathon. And then you'll have Angry Coach every day. Every other Sunday night or morning, depending on where you live. If you're a real human being and you work normal hours, well, sucks to be you, because you probably suck too much at Starcraft to matter. But if you like staying up all night and giving me money, well, Angry Coach is your best opportunity. Or just watch it on YouTube, where you could like and subscribe to this video as well as so many others. Literally thousands. So many. It's so many. Wow, I'm old. Anyways, thank you, good luck, and have fun. Thank you guys for sticking around. Match point parting, taking a I'm gonna say unfortunate lead. It has been a series. It has been a series of unfortunate events for Kier. Parting, slipping over and under him, unwilling to fight the good fight, but instead fighting a very parting fight where you just throw in some pocket sand and twist the dick, and there you go. That's how parting do. And here in Game 4, it looks like this is no exception, as that is not... It's a Max Pax build. Okay. He's just going to build a gateway outside his base, because that's what parting does. There it is. Parting pretending like he's going to scout at a normal time, even waiting for the correct moment. Wow. So convincing. That probe, obviously uncomfortable with the situation, but doing his best. Trying to pretend like he isn't a dirty cheeser probe, but it's a parting probe. It comes with the territory, as we know. Jimmy. Will Kier be convinced? Last game, well, the Stargate game, he scouted immediately for the cheese. He smelled it. Again, we will look. SCV. Oh! Oh no! Well, he got it in time to either cancel or not start the command center, so... who is this? Who is that? Anna? Well, fancy seeing you here. I mean, he scouted with plenty of time. And will Parting pull back the Zealot? Is he just gonna sack the Zealot? What? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, come on. Is it strong to say that Parting is a terrible person? I think that's an understatement. 2 HP. So the Widowmine could definitely do something. Oh, you got quite a quick Widowmine here. The probe could eat it. Oh. Goodbye, Zealot. Oh, but he reburrows. Just buying some time. Okay, it finally dies. It deserved to die. He's just gonna sack. I don't know if that's worth. This doesn't feel like it's doing enough. Then again, feelings don't matter. Parting is done with feelings many years ago. Why is the SCV here, Kier? Kier can't answer that question. Now the SCV is dead, which does remove most opportunities for getting anything on the map. There's a Void Ray in production. Where's the Void Ray? Well, where else? But right here. Well, here we are. There will be no Banshees this time. That is a bold move out of Kier. The Marines just get slurped up into the medevac and will head across the map. One SCV has quite a task ahead of it. It fails. Ah! Cancelled. I don't know what that bug is, but... This is not looking good for Mr. Kier. Once again, well, this is the response. There's no vision. He has enough energy for a recall, but what do you even recall? Like, without a shield battery, these units are kind of useless. Is he realizing yet? Okay, Kier, do something. Do something, Kier. Like, 6 Marines and a medevac are a surprisingly dangerous amount of units in this scenario. Not in Cure's base, but in Parting's base is when they're the most dangerous. He's going to recall, but already 9 probes are dead. And any amount of units, oh, he gets back, and he gets out. So that was actually enough, I think. Between the powers of the Viking and the Cyclone combined, there's no shield battery overcharge. He doesn't have a Nexus anywhere close. So 9 probes died. And a recall. That's a lot. And it's not like the medevac just spontaneously imploded. There's a shield battery on the wrong side of things. Cure, either intentionally or unintentionally, looks like he's waiting. No, he's coming back in. He can easily get through that battery if he target fires. There is shield battery overcharge, so the probes will fight the Marines. That's what we're doing right now. Cyclone goes down. He's out of overcharge. The probes are having a real rough day. Void Ray comes home. A lot of beams. Okay, beamers. The heal beam, the battery beam, the Void Ray beam. But Cure really wanted that probe in particular, because that probe is the key to everything. He will get it. 13 Parting is down to 6 probes. This isn't Wings of Liberty. So that's not good. It looks like Cure will hold. He hasn't really killed any units, but Parting, he is mining this time. Very important. He's got Vikings. The Viking count is high enough he may be able to burn through the batteries now. The boys will be pulled, but the batteries are not in range. Oracle taking a lot of damage as well. Tank comes out. Everything on the ground is pretty much forfeit. The batteries are very low on energy. Cure having a... Oh, there goes the Void Ray. And there goes the game. Cure ties it up 2-2. Oh, what a mess. Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus. Well... Parting once again with reckless and overwhelming aggression, and Cure with a almost casual / half-hearted response. And here we are. Game 5. I would like to bring Twitch chat in for a moment. I rarely do this, but if Parting wants to do that, why not just throw down like 2 cannons? Okay. YouTube comments. And Twitch chat. Why doesn't Parting just pull 2 cannons right out of his massive ass for free somehow? And just... build those cannons. Why? In fact, why doesn't he just cannon rush with those magical cannons? I wonder why. Alright, where's he been keeping those cannons this whole time? But I do appreciate, like, why didn't he just build cannons? I always build cannons, and it got me to Silver League last season. Which is about the extent of my cannon rushing as well, so. You know, you don't want to know where Parting keeps those cannons. And you don't want to touch them. Okay, whatever you do, do not touch those cannons. At least wash your hands thoroughly afterwards. Parting, a Castor Park enjoyer, by the way. That's his announcer. The most amazing and hype. For those who don't know, it's the guy with the amazing suits in GSL, the host. That's Castor Park. With more fashion than the entire round of 16 combined. Cure has decided to just build his base slightly outside of his base. Parting is very concerned about this. Unfortunately not concerned enough to actually have any defense against a Reaper. He built a zealot expecting some sort of shenanigans. So the probe is... Oh my god, the probe killed the SCV. Oh god. Cure! Come on, Cure. Even despite being locked out of the base, the probe racks up a kill. It will die now. Don't touch those probes. So where does that leave us? This is, Kira now building another base inside of his base, so he's really turned things outside in here. Parting, in typical Parting manner, decided to just go out on the map despite obviously being in a vulnerable position. Cure does not call his bluff. He could have actually gotten in with 2 Hellions and a Reaper and probably killed a bunch of probes. Though there are shield batteries. So now what? Now what's happening? Is there a Twilight? No, because Parting has been spamming units. Cure has no units. He's going Widow Mines, as Cure do. But there's also no units at home, so Parting, in Parting fashion, just decides, I'm going. And now he has nothing at home to defend. He does have a shield battery. The probes are drafted to fight. Warp Gate is technically done. There are no units for Cure. Okay, he has 2 Marines and 2 Mines. Which is... I'm gonna lose one. Okay. Everybody calm down. Parting's like, what? And Cure's like, please. And we just move right past it. Cure... neither player hyped about this. But, okay. Wait, did they... I think technically they saw each other, but practically... What a mess. What a mess of a game. Why is the medevac going? To get the Hellion in. It needs help. Apparently the Reaper... He's gonna... Wow, this is happening. Alright, fancy seeing you here. Fancy seeing you here. Yeah, this is an interesting... Oh, he picks up. He's gonna get out. Parting can ghetto blink with the prism. In fact, it actually doesn't have a cooldown, so... what is going on? Somehow, possibly the most awkward game. He's ghetto blinking, but he's losing a lot of Stalkers. He lost 2 Stalkers and a couple others are bruised. He's gonna try to warp in. The tank is dead. Cure is not... Okay, now there's a Liberator. The Liberator is actually really rough to deal with, even with a Stalker warping in. The Stalker... Okay, shield battery overcharge. He's just standing in the... Cure targets probes. Meanwhile, Stalkers are dying. 3 probes down. There's still 2 Reapers. I don't know when those... They must have gotten out of the medevac. Warp Prism. It's 1.5 bases for both players. Meanwhile, probes might fight the Reapers here, just to complete the bingo card for this game. Here, trying to wall off, not having a good time of it ever since the first probe. The Reapers are back in the main for like the 4th time this game. They will try to leave. It looks like at least one... No, they'll get out again. So that'll complete 3 laps so far. After 5 laps, he gets an automatic victory. Now, Parting doesn't have Blink Stalkers, but he's going to have Blink Stalkers because that's how Parting do. Warp Prism is even better than Blink. Doesn't cost any gas. Cure really needs to repair his orbital because, the Reapers actually will get outflanked, but then they'll go back into the main. Oh, at least one of them will make it. So, Parting chased them outside the base, but without Blink. There is a shield battery, though, making things awkward. Cure trying to take his expansion. The worker counts are surprisingly even. There's technically a Robo-Bay here. This Reaper feeling a little impotent right now. This Observer was very optimistic that it could siege up in Cure's main. The Reaper will not complete lap number 4. It will not pass go, will not collect 200 minerals. It looks like both players have put together enough defenses that they can't keep poking each other in the eye. But, okay, alright, wait. Okay, a little more... This is more like a wet willy here. as opposed to a direct eye poke. But I mean, it's escalating again because apparently they can't help themselves. This leaves both players with equal worker counts, which usually favors the one with mules. As Kira will have some more minerals for a while, but Kira's just now getting his stim and combat shield. No engineering bay, and well, he's getting an engi bay now. Harding has some patrolling warp prism and stalkers, the border patrol, at least the air border patrol, but it's on the ground, which makes it a little awkward. And we'll just throw in a awkward patrol as well, just to make sure it wasn't, it didn't look weird enough. So now Harding is the one. He's just going to kind of sit on the front lawn with a disruptor. Cure with a medevac and 8 Marines in it, which has done him well in the past. What a game. This is one of the most... Between these two players, there have been so many awkward games. Between all of their matches and each other. But of all the games just in this series, this one is the most confusing. Just because of the sheer amount of different units being used. Yo, that's a disruptor. Dude, Cure, use your eye head. Oh, he loses... I don't know what I said, but also there's a drop at the back. The shield battery, well, he's forced to recall. Blink is done. The Marines are kind of doing damage-ish. The battery's not exactly where it needs to be. There's no medevacs with the... Well, another medevac's coming. Wake up, Cure! Oh, no. Oh, he wakes up dead. What a disaster. Well, that is about as bad as that could have ever gone for Cure. Oh. Wow. He loses most of the bio and at least one tank, like one hit on the tanks. And he's stuck in the bubula. Oh, no! But Harding manages. They're both like slow motion death. I don't know. Harding manages to lose a lot more than he should. He's lost 13 stalkers. You're definitely losing way too many Marines. I don't think I've seen a disruptor quite like that before. The Marines trying to sprint away, but their legs caught in quicksand. As the disruptor closes in, also in quicksand. This SCV with a Valiant Scout. Not sure why that SCV was scouting, but there it goes. And somehow Cure's gonna end up okay. Cure needs to stop move commanding. Cure has been move commanding all over the map, and a lot of Marines have died because of it. Like, he keeps just taking hits because his units don't shoot at the enemies, which is, like, kind of an important part of Starcraft. But, despite everything right now, Cure does have a supply lead. He has just been pumping out units. Disruptors are good, but disruptors, like, they're very flashy. They do a lot of damage, but they're not cheap. And once they fire, they aren't a very... This is... Okay, alright. Okay, he picks it back up. So that disruptor's on cooldown, and the prism that a strong gust of wind and an EMP would destroy. That is not enough army supply for Harding, who manages to dodge his disruptor shot. Another shot. Cure. Oh, wow. The tanks are not sieged. Anti-armor missile. Not gonna help. The zealots are in the front, as usually happens. The disruptors, very shiny. Oh, my God. Wow, it's a massacre. I'm not sure who's taking a worse fight here. It looks like Cure, but Harding is going through the bubula. Fires a shot. One targeted. Disruptor hits. Harding now has to retreat. Disruptor's on the wrong side of history. Viking down. Disruptor at the back. Harding dipping in supply. What a save! It's a mess! It's a disaster! Oh, I don't know for just a general state of disaster on the entire map. Because Marines, Marauders, and Medevacs, a couple Liberators, the tanks are mostly gone. The Disruptors, though, are still the wild card, though Parting probably shouldn't need a wild card. He's decided to have one because that's how Parting do. All of his important units have like 4 HP total. The Immortal, 29 HP. The Warp Prism, 6 HP. Both the Disruptors are in the orange and the red, but somehow they're not yet dead. They're going to be used to kill these. Tank taken out, but the Liberators not so much. Parting is getting so he's got a gold base. Just get units. He's getting so fancy. But that's how Parting do. No, not Archons. Not just charge lots when I could micro Warp Prism, Blink Stalker, Disruptor. Okay, Cure tries to be Clem. Cure, this just in. More news at 10. Not Clem. Shield Battery overcharge. Still on cooldown. Shield Batteries also dead. The Liberator, the Venn diagram of freedom here is doing a lot. The Disruptors need to get involved. He gets one Liberator, but at what cost? Has to pick up the Ruptor. Shield Battery's on the way. Another Disruptor shot. Targeted down. Immortal's doing a lot of work. Cure is closing in. The high percentage plays. Parting just doesn't have the production to contest this. Shield Battery overcharge required, but Immortal is dead. Storm is done, but there are 0 Templar. Disruptor shot. Cure just kind of slips slightly to the left. The Liberators are doing way too much here. Cure. Oh, even... Wow! Wow, the admin quits the game like this is over. All right, get out of the game, Parting. What a play. That's going to be a red card for the admin. What are you doing? Cure grinding through, tearing up the defenses, and Parting blinks so much, can't believe it's over when he finally opens his eyes. Cure locks it down and knocks it out 3-2. What a mess, what a disaster, what an exciting match. Oh. Never change, Cure. But another ESL Open Cup Finals and another Cure victory. Thank you for watching the Shopify ESL Pro Tour Open Cup. Congratulations to Cure Parting. A little too fancy for his own good, and Cure brings home the bacon. Like, subscribe, ring the bell. Leave a comment. What do you think? Is Cure your favorite? And if not, why not? And please translate this. Good luck, have fun. Stay chill.